Hello there and welcome back to another edition of the Hotline Classic Remastered. And this time take a look at the 1997 Lexus SC400. Our final proper Lexus, and this one is a proper Lexus. You can tell by the racing modification that it is a full fat Lexus. And the three Lexuses featured in this series, the IS200, SC400 and GS400, are the only proper Lexuses in the game. If you see any more Lexis, well, that's because they have been regionalised and they're actually the Toyota versions. Anyways, this one's going to be interesting. This is going to be the biggest test of Lexus because Lexis have been quick. The IS200 was quick. The GS400, which had this V8 engine in it, was quick. And so can the SC400 be quick? Because the Soras have not been very quick so far. We will find out. Statistically, it's not that impressive. Front engine rear wheel drive, 423 horsepower, 1,416 kilos. That means it is heavier and makes 150 less horsepower than the last Sora we had go round. So, yeah, it's gonna be, like I say, it's gonna be the biggest test of the Lexus brand. This car is going to get 6 laps of the Motorsports Land track in order to set the best time it possibly can. Our current leader is the Audi TT LM Edition. That car set time of a 26.690. The Lexus SC400 is unlikely to beat that. So Soras, we've had one set of 31.9, which had about the same amount of power as this, and the other one set of 31.265. So that's what we're looking at in this, but obviously Lexus achieves so much more. IS200, the slowest Lexus we've had, 30.5, and the GS400 sits pretty with a 30.2. Straight away, I am noticing this is not the Lexus I was hoping it was gonna be. It is very... It doesn't even make that much power. It's just, look at the wheel spin out of that corner. It's almost like driving a CVT. Yeah, quite a disappointment really, because the I was hoping, because the GS400, which again, this V8 in a sort of saloon car, that car was phenomenally nice to drive because it had the big V8, but it didn't really wheel spin all that much, whereas this seems to suffer from that, as did the other Sora that we've taken round. So yeah, a little bit disappointing there. I was hoping this was going to be a bit nicer to pilot, because you don't really want to sit and spin your wheels. You sort of want to let the torque take the wheel. And I mean, the funny thing is, it's not even like it's made up for in any, you know, it's not like the gearbox is super tight and nice. It is still quite long ratios. Perhaps they need to be longer to suit the character of this V8 a bit more, but I mean, I don't know how much sort of higher you want to go, or lower, higher, I don't know. How much sort of worse you want to make the gear ratios to sort of make this drive better. Yeah. So, unfortunately, do not let the last Lexus sully your reputation for the brand, because they've been very good around this track. It's just this making the SC400 good is apparently a step too far for even this beautiful V8 engine to cope with. Not going to go any quicker on that final lap. 31.538. Yeah, I was hoping for a bit more, if I'm being honest. Well, I was hoping for a lot more. I know the SC sort of, the Soras are not very good around here anyway, but I was sort of hoping that would be, you know, a bit of a standout almost, and it really was not. You can hear how much you're sort of having to tap the throttle to stop it from letting go through certain corners. I knew that wasn't going to be the quickest lap. There's more time in that. It's just awful to drive, if I'm being honest. I think if you really tried at it, you could probably make that match that 3-litre GT that went round. That was definitely possible to be on that level, but God, it's terrible. It really, I mean, even the, 123 kilometers, you lose time on the straights because it hasn't got that much power, and you lose time through the corners because it's just too busy spinning its wheels. Inconsistent sector times are kind of the mark of a bad car. Again, if you sort of tied all those together, there's 0.2, definitely, but yeah. It's just a bit wretched to drive, to be perfectly honest. Not a good car. What was it? A 31.538 will place this into 338th place. Goes in between the Lotus Elan 1.6 and the Mazda Demio, both of which are better cars. It beats the Renault Megane Rally Car, Corvette Stingray Coupe, Nissan March. It beats both Unos Cosmoses, which were terrible cars, so at least it's quicker than that, but about 0.3 down on the 3-litre GT and slightly up on the, what was the other one we drove? The VV 2.5 GTT VVTi. It's quicker than that. So, yeah, just unfortunately, like I said, don't like that solely Lexus, because Lexus has been a very good brand around this track, but everyone has one dark secret, and in their case, it is the SC400, because the LBX is a fantastic car. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching. Join me next time when I'll be dragging this 4-pun to its absolute limit. Until then, farewell.